Hello, welcome to the first episode of Soulful Polly. Wow, here we are.
Hi,
Hi.
My name is Daisy,
my name is Nico.
And my name is Chloe.
and how do we all know each other?
Well, Nico and I met in 2008. We met on a dance floor on Halloween and had a really fun dance floor makeout. But I didn't know who he was because he was in a full-on banana costume.
You could see my face, like
I could see his face,
the
but we
not
never.
knowing who I was parts. Maybe it was
I
dark.
saw enough that I knew what I liked.
It was surprising that you didn't know who I was,
Yeah.
even though you could see my face.
Yeah. But we never exchanged names or numbers, so we didn't run into each other until like a whole year later. We've had our relationship has taken a very circuitous path from like friends with benefits, roommates, then finally feelings and admitting feelings and dating in a more intentional way. First monogamously, and then we opened up our relationship, and we are both exploring polyamory now, which takes us to how we met Daisy.
So basically these two are life partners and married. And then I am Nico's girlfriend. And we met a year ago, like almost exactly a year ago,
Mm-hmm.
also on a dance floor.
Well, we met in the garden area outside.
We met in the garden area
party.
at like a dancey queer burlesque nightclub. Type 5. Yeah.
House of Yes.
House of Yes. And yeah, it's funny because I don't think I was polyamorous yet. I think I was sort of just dating around. And then this year is when I realized I was polyamorous and I had the desire and capability to love more than one person. And I think what really shifted my mindset was the book Polysecure and learning the word compersion for the first time and learning that, which is like almost people call it like the antithesis of jealousy, although compersion and jealousy can exist at the same time. But it's this idea that you're happy seeing your partner happy with someone else. Like I look at both of you and I feel so much compersion for your relationship. And I think you feel a lot of compersion for me and Nico's relationship as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, in terms of like the dynamics, I'm dating him separately, you're dating him separately, and we are situationally sometimes in a throuple if we're feeling it. But for the most part, it's two separate relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys think that resonates?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, something that I would love to like delve into in future episodes is this idea of like the agreements that you two have with each other. I'm not.
Yeah.
I haven't entered into those agreements with the two of you, so that's very much like your relationship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think something that to note is that everyone does polyamory differently, right? And I think that's kind of the beauty of it is that you get to make your own rules and you really understand what your desires and your boundaries are. And I think I like the way that we're doing it now with like written agreements. Like for me, I'm definitely going to steal that from you. I think that was your idea.
No, it came from one of Deborah Annapol's books.
Yeah.
To have written agreements when it comes to any kind of relationship you do when you're polyamorous. And that really resonated with me because I was like, oh, if it's not written down, I don't know what I'm agreeing to. And we're trying to do things in a non-mono-normative way. We're trying to have a different kind of relationship. And if it's not written down, I don't know what we're agreeing to. And so I wasn't sure, Daisy, when we first started seeing each other, like we were having fun, we were hooking up.
I wasn't planning on being in a relationship with you, by the way. I don't think you were either.
I basically, I had already, and I'm curious how well I communicated this to you, but I already communicated to myself that I wasn't going to date people who weren't polyamorous.
Wait, did you know that last year though?
Yeah, and I think that essentially when you were basically embarking on the polyamory journey and you were interested in being polyamorous, that was what allowed me to be okay with actually having written agreements
Wow, you
and
never
relating with
told
you.
me that.
Wow. See, I think, funnily enough, this is a trend where I think I communicate things, but I realize a lot of it's still kept inside. And so I think that's actually part of the motivation for me to want to do this channel, is to share more of what's inside and let more of what's inside be shared with the world, even when it feels scary and vulnerable.
Yeah, I think that's actually a good segue into why are we starting Soulful Poly? Like, why now? What is this channel going to be about? And yeah, I think you had a 4 a.m. idea that turned into you voice memoing all your lovers and being like, "Hey, we're starting a channel." So
No,
you want
it
to?
was an invitation. It was recognizing that you already have a bubbly personality and a podcasting history, and
Yeah.
realizing that we could collaborate in this way
Hmm.
of like interviewing polyamorous people, people who do poly differently from us, who are fun to brainstorm with, are fun to just share how we're going through this process with, and also have fun with. So like I also want there to be game nights that we have on this channel, and I want there to be group meditations or like rituals that we do on this channel when it comes to allowing ourselves to share more of what's inside. So a mix of things.
Yeah, I think for me it's we felt ready enough that we've done a lot of inner work on ourselves and our relationship that we felt ready to be witnessed by other people. Not saying that we're perfect or anything like that. It's more of just we I feel like we have good communication and I would love to share a new way of loving, a new perspective on how you can do relationships. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, clearly I could have communicated better about that when we were first hooking up. But it was the kind of thing where you hadn't asked me what it would take to. We basically hadn't gone down the path of thinking that we would date.
No, well, my thing is like the two couple things. I knew you were leaving from the get go. So Nico and Chloe, I met I met them in New York, but I always knew that you were going to go to Barcelona to start a family. So I think a part of me was
Fingers crossed.
no,
We don't
it's
know.
happening. You're going in two
Yeah,
weeks.
yeah.
In a week.
We're going
You're
Less,
going.
we're
You're,
going to
yeah,
Spain
5 days.
yeah.
with the intention of long term
Yeah.
starting a family.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that what made me a little hesitant to be like, "Oh, I want to start a relationship with you." And so, but I think what happened was I think I realized I liked you more than I thought and we had things in common and yeah, and now we're here. And I think also a reason why we wanted to start this channel was an avenue to connect while being long distance.
Mm.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we've been talking a lot, Chloe. How do you feel about this? Yeah.
No, I mean, I like listening to you talk about where you're coming from with it
Mhm.
because I agree that I think the way that you two are going to relate to each other long distance is going to be very different. Um, so it will be interesting to see how you navigate that. And I do think that this channel could be an interesting way to both to like stay connected and then also to, live life out loud and we can share these journeys with other people. I think a lot
Yeah.
of times I get like asked questions about our polyamorous relationship, and I don't think I have all the answers, but I definitely think that like just letting people in like a window into the way that we do things could be an interesting way to show people that there are multiple ways to love and to do relationships.
Yeah. I think people often ask like how do you manage it? Like how do you are you guys friends? Like is there jealousy? And I think the answer for me, I don't know. I'm actually curious for you. I don't really feel that much jealousy with you at all. Like I think for me it's like I feel truly just compersion. Like I don't feel
Hmm.
any sort of and I think we've done a good job at reassurance without competition, maybe. I
Hmm.
don't know. Do you feel jealous of me
Yeah,
sometimes?
I think I did at the beginning,
Yeah.
and I noticed this is like a pattern for me. Well, maybe this is getting like too far
Well, I
into
mean,
our intro video.
Let's do it.
Let's let it roll.
yeah, let it
Let's
roll.
wrap
I've
up.
noticed a pattern for me is that like the less I know, the more jealousy I tend to feel. And I
Same.
think it's because the compersion for me can only come with like knowing you and like
Mhm.
finding that part of you and like how you make Nico feel, that will like make me feel compersion towards you. And it's not hard. Like as soon as I got to know you, I was like, oh my God, compersion. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
yeah.
this girl and I love you two together.
Yeah.
Um, and like I just love that we've been able to be friends.
Yeah. I think actually I was very similar when I didn't know you. I think I felt more intimidation because I mean, obviously there is an innate hierarchy with, I know maybe we're not hierarchical, but like there is an innate one with you guys being married and everything like that. But then getting to know you, I was like, okay, yeah, I don't feel any jealousy. And it's funny, I think also when people see the three of us, they're always just like, Nico's the luckiest guy in the world, like blah blah blah. But for me, I'm just like, I think we are also very lucky to have you. And yeah, to have someone who cares so deeply about us and who we are. Like it's not easy to manage, but I think you do a great job.
Huh.
So I
Thank
wanted to
you.
give you your flowers. But yeah, so what can people expect from this channel?
Window into our world. And yeah, whether or not they'll, hopefully they'd be able to see whether or not they believe I am the luckiest man in the world or not. what what
Let
what
them
what
judge.
does real life polyamory look like, especially with
Yeah.
long distance and with all of the emotional sensing and communication, and how it's up leveling us in some ways. The ways that I've learned to communicate emotions and boundaries, um, better through the spiritual process that is polyamory.
Mm,
Yeah, because I think the thing about polyamory is that you face your demons head on. You face your insecurities head on.
mhm,
You have to talk about them or else it doesn't work.
mhm,
And I think that's what makes it such a beautiful way to love because you really are throwing yourself into the deep end.
mhm,
And I think it makes for deeper connections in that way. You're not staying with someone for the sake of staying with them. You're staying with them because you genuinely do love them. Yeah. So you can expect from me, I'm going to be interviewing people that are in the poly community, as well as people that practice sacred sexuality and using sexual energy to manifest and be their best selves. So you can expect that from me. We also, me and you, have done a couple episodes where we do some non-violent communication games. We talk about our agreements. Our de-escalation process.
Yeah.
You two have done an episode on existential kink.
we've been doing some recordings.
Yeah.
Basically, book reviews.
Mhm,
I would like to continue doing recordings on books that have been really influential on and ways that this actually might be a smaller part of a bigger picture of a new way of relating, not just between people, but
Mhm.
to the world at large.
mhm,
Um, like that's one way in which, like, polyamory versus polygamy, um, a world where like Nico has four wives and they don't have any other husbands is a form of dominator culture. And instead, the kind of culture that we're calling in is a partnership culture
Mhm.
where we can have many partnerships and there is no sense of ownership of
mhm,
one sex owning the other. Um, and being witnessed as we go through the ups and downs of this,
Yeah.
mhm.
we're recognizing that we are not another guru channel in which we have all the answers, but channel where it's a ride along experience and you get to have a window into our world as we pursue the complete acceptance of all of ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. So enjoy. I
Come along on this journey.
come along. See, let's let's let people into our lives and see polyamory as the
Molto
norm.
bene.
Come join. Take the. All right, bye.